Oh, could be the second coming. Hayden Higgs and Aaron Sutton rolls away as the fields have been reversed from where we saw them. So fastest to the rear. They have to work their way to the front to try and get some points as Aaron Sutton was all out of shape, trying to be in the middle of Ethan Cooper. It's Hayden Higgs in front of the field. Oh, golly, golly, gosh. That wasn't...
Hang on, help us.
Yeah, I was going to say, that wasn't a mistake on putting it, was it?
No.
So it was what it was needed.
Move on.
Oh, we'll move on. We'll move on to the resumption of this one. Take number 2. This is heat 5 of your Collie Ridge Resort Street Stock Coal Miner. Matt Ivanhoe. He joins car number 44 of Peter Herbert as the two drivers who will be making their charge through the field. Well, we watch Ethan Cooper start to creep away from Aaron Sutton and Ash Kongu, while Matt Ivanhoe and Peter Herbert face off through. I dare say there was another tyre that has stripped, and it is Ash Kongu this time in the 32. So our second tyre that has gone bang on turn number 4, and it is the Outback Horse Trails car number 32 of Ash Kongu. So rotten luck for him. There's not so much the bad luck at the moment for Ethan Cooper as he leads away after 2.
So Cooper, Sutton, back to Hammond, and then Peter Herbert. They're pretty close to the first 4. Then back to Alex Swift and Colby Bosley. Only 6 of them left. A few retirees, 3 of them in fact. Kongu, Hicks and Robinson on the infield. But there's a pretty good race out in front. 4 of them locked together. Cooper, the 10 car of Matt Ivanhoe, sneaks up the inside. Sutton goes around. Great driving by Peter Herbert to miss him. And Sutton now goes to stone motherless last. And it's a race in 2 with Peter Herbert to do some catching up. We come to the halfway mark, 4 down and 4 to go. Ethan Cooper, your leader from Matt Ivanhoe.
Yeah, it's an entertaining one so far out in front as Aaron Sutton rejoins the field a long way back, but that little black Commodore is starting to get sneaky. It's stealth mode out in front as Matt Ivanhoe to the inside of Ethan Cooper. They will drag race as Cooper to the outside. Matt Ivanhoe, though, has the strength on the inside line, and he will retake the race lead from the back of the bus. The 10 has hit the point with 3 to run. Cooper, Herbert, Alex Swift doing a great job in the moment ahead of Colby Bosley. And Aaron Sutton after spinning while running inside the top 3. But there'll be 2 to run for Matthew Ivanhoe as it's all on the bottom at the moment, the place to be.
Car number 10, your race leader. Back in second, behind Ivanhoe is Cooper, then it's Herbert. Back in 4th place, it's Alex Swift, Colby Bosley. And Aaron Sutton is exactly half a lap behind our leader. Out of turn 4 they come, into the main straight past the pub, and the white flag is out. 1 lap remaining, and Matt Ivanhoe making it look very easy out in front. Ethan Cooper in 2nd place. Back to Herbert in 3rd. Then the 7 of Alex Swift, Bosley and Sutton. They're the 6 that remain. 3 of them are on the infield watching this final lap. And it's going to be car number 10, Matt Ivanhoe, who wins his 2nd heat race of the night. That puts him in a good spot for later on. He takes the win from Ethan Cooper in 56. Peter Herbert is 3rd. Alex Swift, Colby Bosley and Aaron Sutton, they're the 6 to finish. Unfortunately, Ash Kongu, a flat tyre on lap 3. Hayden Hicks didn't get past lap 1. And Seth Hutton didn't even make it to the start line. That's the way we saw event number 18, heat number 5 of the street stock. 2 wins tonight to Matt Ivanhoe in car number 10. His starting lineup for the 6th heat of 8 qualifying heats in the coal miner. It'll have Tim Hiles in 83 on the front row with Daniel Sutton in 77. Row 2 will be the 9er Kane Della, the 10er Damon Thompson. Row 3 will be Linton Dickinson in car 106, Hayden Norman. Row 4 will be Daniel Amajuri in 8 and Ben Norman in 66. And Josh Kennard will be off the back of the field in car 717.
Heat race number 6 of your coal miner, 54 for 2025. It's a lot of pushing and shoving as they all know where they want to be. It's the bottom side of the racetrack at the moment as Tim Hiles, only his second ever start to street stock, and he leads it away. Does leave the door open for Kane Della to have a sniff to the inside, but Hiles doing a great job at the moment. He'll lead lap number 1. While he leads, there is an absolute traffic jam of cars trying to make their way through the field. Damon Thompson runs wide. Hayden Norman tries and scoots through on the inside. His brother to the outside of him, so there's plenty of going on as they try and line themselves astern to the bottom side of the racetrack. Tim Hiles, though, he's leaving the car wide enough that it is hard enough to pass as he leads after 2.
So Hiles from Della, from Dickinson, from Thompson, and then back to Hayden Norman in 5th place. Well, it's a 28-wheel freight train at the moment. Here comes Hayden Norman up on the inside now of Damon Thompson and Lyndon Dickinson. So they come out of turns 3 and 4 and back into the main straight. They're very, very closely bunched up here. Hiles still in front. Della, Dickinson, Norman goes to the inside of him. Damon Thompson's dropped a spot back to 5th. Oh, it's on now. It's on now. Look at the traffic jam behind our race leader. Hiles in front. They're 2 and 3 across the track as we come to the halfway mark. Hiles in front from the 9 of Della, Dickinson, Thompson and Dickinson.
That's why we love street stock racing. They can make any track exciting at the moment as it's very bottom dominant. They're all trying to chase themselves at the moment, but it's a unlikely contender out in front of Tim Hiles, who's doing everything right at the moment as Kane Della tries and gets to the inside. We got 3 to run in an excellent heat race. Number 6. Has Della got it this time around? Survey says yes. Hiles says I don't think so. To the back straight they run with the straws left full. That was close as Hiles runs wide. Will he lose a couple of positions or not? Change though. Della to the lead.
So Della leads from Hiles, Norman, Thompson, back to Ben Norman, Linton Dickinson, and not far behind Daniel Amagiri. It's a wall of 7. Hiles has been spat out the side as they run down the back straight. 1.5 to go. He's gone back to 5th after leading 6 laps. Our race leader is car number 9 of Kane Della. Back in 2nd is Ben Norman, then Damon Thompson. The white flag's been and gone. We're on the last lap here of heat 6. Can Hayden Norman mow down our leader in Kane Della? They run down the back straight the final time. Back to Damon Thompson. Ben Norman is next. And then we got Daniel Amagiri. Hiles, unfortunately, has gone back to 6th. Checkered flag is out. Kane Della takes the win. Back then to Hayden Norman, Damon Thompson, Ben Norman, Daniel Amagiri, Tim Hiles, Lyndon Dickinson, Josh Caddard and Daniel Sutton. Well, he led for 6 laps and ended up finishing 6th. That's how close it was. Car number 9 takes the win. Kane Della from Hayden Norman in 6th from the back row. Damon Thompson 3rd. Ben Norman 4th in 66. Daniel Amagiri is 5th. So I said Hiles led for 6 laps and finished 6th. Heat 7 now. Daniel Flavel in 15 and Mark Higgins in 17. Row 2 will be the 24 of Jake Williams and 3 Steve Kendall. Row 3, 35 Craig Clayton and 28 Michael Clark. Row 4 will be a pair of 4s. Ethan Genev and Matt Hammond. And Josh Stewart in 7 will be off the back. Pace car has gone out. Gates are closed. We've got a field of 8 out there. We're missing 1. But we're not mucking around. Flavel and Higgins on the front row. Set for a start. This is heat 7 of the coal miner. About set to go. We are green. Flavel the leader. Higgins is right in the mix in the yellow car on the outside of the second row of cars at the moment as they make their way down the back straight. The yellow lights have come on. And I reckon they're hooked up. I reckon they're stuck together.
They are stuck together.
So Kendall is coming back. So it'll be Flavel and Kendall on row 1. Williams will be on row 2 with Michael Clark. Clayton will be on row 3 with Matt Hammond, and Ethan Genev will be off the back. Matt Hammond's car not sounding all that flash at the moment as he comes up onto the 3rd line. Set for a start. Oh, this is a little bit untidy. We want them side by side. They are now. And we're green. Flavel and Kendall. Williams on row 2 with Clark. Clayton on row 3 with Ethan Geneve and Matt Hammond, car number 4. It's not going all that well. He's dropped off at the back. It's pretty well bunched up and a big puff of blue smoke out the back end of Hammond's car as well. Into the main straight. Flavel leads. Williams in second place. Clayton third. Looking for an outside move there is Steve Kendall. Ethan Geneve sneaks up the inside. Back then to Michael Clark and Matt Hammond. Our race leader Daniel Flavel gets away by a couple of car lengths. Oh, second place car. Jake Williams went wide. And that's allowed Cheesy and Craig Clayton go into second.
Good race so far at the moment as Kendall is also trying to follow Craig Clayton on the inside of Jake Williams. Meanwhile, further back in the field, there hasn't been much pulling and throwing from the pair of fours that started at the back of the field of Ethan Geneve and Matt Hammond. As Jake Williams is going to get chewed up, spat out, and he spun the wrong way. Yellow lights are on. Flavel, Clayton, Kendall. Some strawberries getting punished as well. Ethan Geneve, Michael Clark, Matt Hammond, and Jake Williams back underway with 7 cars out on track for the remaining 5 laps. With minus Mark Higgins and that of Josh Stewart, who didn't make the party tonight. Good run from our 2 human counterparts as Michael Clark. I think a little bit desperado there from the 28 machine, but it may hold on, and it will, as the 28 up into position number 3. But I thought it was desperate. I do see that the inquiry flag comes out, and we've got 1 car around and we're yellow. I'm all right with that. Back underway. Daniel Flavel. And we got panels flying everywhere yet again. But that's okay. We're still going racing. Daniel Flavel goes around, and if he stops the car, you've got to be kidding me. Am I still calling as well? Yes, I am. We haven't been able to crack through lap number 3. Maybe this time. Put me out of my misery. Do something. Flavel, Geneve, Clark, Matt Hammond. Matt Hammond, who sounded like a Massey Ferguson tractor early on, all of a sudden found his strife. There's a bit of smoke coming out of his car as well, but that's nevertheless all good because we're going to get a lap done. Life is normal again, halfway home. No, we're not. Yes, we are.
I don't know that Morgan knows where he is at the moment, but anyway, out in front, it's Flavel from Ethan Geneve. Back in third, Michael Clark and Matt Hammond. Yeah, it was like a Massey Ferguson earlier on, but through circumstance, he finds himself 4th and in a good spot. Back behind them is Williams, Kendall and Clayton. So 5 down, 3 to go. And this race has taken nearly 10 minutes to get 5 laps done. Out in front, Daniel Flavel. Just in front of Ethan Geneve. Behind them is Michael Clark, Matt Hammond. Back in 5th place is Williams. And then behind them, it is Kendall and Clayton with 1.5 to go.
Yeah, so interesting for 3rd, well, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, so too for 5th, 6th and 7th. Daniel Flavel, who got on the anchors, to say the least, is still your race leader, as there's nowhere to be other than the bottom side of the racetrack at the moment, with Daniel Flavel leading comfortably as they all greet the white flag. The only change so far in this one has been Craig Clayton has been able to elevate himself up into 6th position before this one's all said and done. But it'll be man we call Butter, Daniel Flavel, taking victory in heat race number 7 of our street stocks. Defeats Ethan Geneve, Michael Clark, Matt Hammond and Jake Williams, Craig Clayton and Stephen Kendall from Mark Higgins, who failed to make a lap, and Josh Stewart, who didn't make the start. Go the number 4 for Collie for the win. There we go. Hello to Croft as well, watching in. Oh, see, I do have some friends as well, Lockie Della. So the mates I actually think are my mates aren't really my mates, and the mates that... Daniel Flavel won. We got there in the end. We're happy. There's the text line, the proper text line. We'll take a break.
Righto, we're about to get this one underway. Good luck to Hayden and Ben Norman and Nate Renfrey. That's from the Lawtons. So we get this final qualifying heat underway. going clockwise. The green lights come on, and it is Renfrey who leads them up the main straight the first time. And there's a wall of cars that are going to be coming from further back. They're 3 wide as they make their way out of turn 1 and 2. And the charge is well and truly on. And Stevie O'Dowd making one of the big charges. And so too is that Damon Thompson, who's come around into 4th place. It is. Hoth it is. Jake Hoth has made his way up to 4th with a big move. And Damon Lyle, meanwhile, is still stuck at the very back. So they're 3 wide moving out of turn number 2. The final qualifying heat of the street stock here tonight. And it is on for young and old behind our race leader. They come into the main straight to complete lap number 2. And it is still in the hands of Renfrey in car number 44.
Great run from Renfrey in the Hammond Tire and Exhaust car number 44. But the challenge is definitely coming on from O'Dowd, Hammond, and as well the West Australian champion. Contact further back from Cody Avens. And the 19 of Stevie O'Dowd as they battle for 4th place at the moment. Some excitement finally in a street stock race as O'Dowd and Avens run side by side. Avens now up in the 4th spot and tries and chases Terry Hammond in car number 110. Oh no, I thought we were going to have one car around of Stevie O'Dowd. He's able to save it up. He may lose a position to Damon Lyle, who's crawling on the inside. Forgot that Damon Lyle was even in this heat race. But the battle for the lead, the battle for 3rd, and the battle for 5th growing extensively in this one.
Nathan Renfrey still in front. Jake Hoth, the West Australian champion, is all over the back of him. Back in 3rd place, it's Cody Avens from Hammond. And then Stevie O'Dowd, Stephanie Amaturi in the top 6 as they run down the back straight once again. Our race leader, Nate Renfrey, doing a tremendous job out in front. Hoth trying to get him on the inside this time. He does. Can Renfrey fight back? He tries to. But Hoth will lead. Avens is there in 3rd place. 4th is Terry Hammond. Then Stevie O'Dowd. And then in 6th place it's Damon Lyle as we come to the halfway mark. Nathan Renfrey, with 2 to go, Hoth is now the leader from Nathan Renfrey and Avens in 3rd.
Lucky we called it as in less 2 laps for yourself there, but it is Jake Hoth from Renfrey and Cody Avens. Avens has been the mover, so too as well has Hoth, and they've all left the 27 at bay at the moment of Damon Lyle. But the coming to the white flag, we'll see car number 1 lead comfortably at the moment. Terry Hammond has got a battle on his hands with Stevie O'Dowd and Damon Lyle, that is in the 27. They're 3 wide for 4th spot at the moment. And O'Dowd may make a lorry out of all of us and run the top side of the racetrack. Great move from Stevie O'Dowd, but it's going to be Jake Hoth taking the victory in car number 1 from Renfrey Avens. Then it's back to O'Dowd, Lyle, Hammond, Amateur, O'Reilly and Tyrone Hall. The old sheep stations have been found without a doubt so far tonight, but well done to Jake Hoth taking victory in our last qualifier of night number 1 of the ODH Mechanical Tri-City Series round number 2, and the Street Stock Coal Miner brought to you by the Collie Ridge Resort.
So 2 drivers have gone through with 2 wins, Matthew Ivanhoe and Jake Hoth.
Wow. Where's that going to leave as well, our high points man of Cody Avens?
Well, we'll ask Scott Beattie